No?
Okay. No, honestly, no, I haven't. Why I asked the question?
Because, I'm doing this project. It's on post-traumatic stress disorders and some of the biases that have come up in my research. Like, you know of any bias that could have affected how you think about people with post-traumatic stress disorder?
Biases.
Biases in negative or positive about people with this disorder?
Well, people with PTSD always usually have a negative impact on what life looks like from now on when they usually come back from either war or any kind of deployment. And say someone with PTSD comes up to you and you make a loud noise, right? Automatically they're gonna panic. They're gonna want to know what's going on. What was that loud noise? When someone sees, maybe someone passing away, that person probably went through something in the battlefield. Maybe they saw a battle buddy getting murdered, getting killed in combat, and with that, they got to deal with that their entire life now.
Okay, you were going with the extremes of PTSD to tell you the truth. Yeah, some people do react negatively to loud noises or sudden movements. But there's different levels of this. Like, I know several different people with post-traumatic stress disorder. In my family, there's actually two different people with it. One person in my family, give him a loud noise, he'll look around, but he won't combat roll, I'm prepared to take everybody down type stuff, and then the other one, he'll probably break your arm and then ask questions later, but there's always extremes. And yeah, I do agree that somebody who's not military could see somebody die in, say, a car crash. That has a traumatic experience imprinted on your mind, and from then on you have issues with doing certain things. I mean, I guess it's all about trying to get this awareness.
Exactly. Like with people with PTSD, it's hard for them to understand things now. It's hard for their brain to function correctly. It's hard for them to be able to look at the perspective of life now. It's hard for them to see the future. People that experience a car accident, people that experience a death, people that experience a near-death experience, they're the ones who are going to be looking at life differently. They're going to be the ones who are going to be cautious about everything. People with PTSD are just hard to understand, but then again, we also will be able to understand them if they just talk about it to us. That's the one positive thing that they can actually do with us. Just talk about it. If they don't talk about it, they're just going to continue holding in that pain, holding in that anger, holding in that depression, and it's not going to help at all.
But we also need to know the certain questions to ask these people with post-traumatic stress disorder. Like, you can't just come up and say, "Hey, bro, how you doing?" You can't just approach somebody with that. There has to be a way of communicating without getting them on the offensive, saying, "I don't have anything," or startled and trying to break people's arms, like my uncle does. But that's neither here nor there. But yeah, you gave me some good stuff to.
Then again, you can also go to a soldier from Fort Bliss. You can talk to them. You can actually tell them if you can actually go on the base, talk to people who are going through PTSD. If they talk to you about PTSD, you'll be able to have a better understanding of what PTSD is all about, either negativity or positive.
Right.
PTSD is a very, very harmful and deadly kind of disease. People just got to be careful with it, and then we also got to be able to be a positive impact on those people.
True, because it doesn't just affect that individual.
It affects
everybody
the whole
around them.
people around them.
Thank you, bro.
No problem at all.